Welcome to this explainer. I am incredibly excited you're here because today we're diving into a truly game-changing breakthrough in genetic medicine. We're talking about a revolutionary new diagnostic method called long-read sequencing, and honestly, it's poised to become the completely new global standard. We're going to walk through exactly how this technology works, why it absolutely crushes current testing methods, and most importantly, how it's going to profoundly change patients' lives forever. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into this with a number that just completely stops you in your tracks. 400 million. That is the staggering number of people worldwide who are currently living with a rare disease. Now, when we hear the word rare, we naturally tend to think of something isolated, right? Something uncommon. But if you add all those people up globally, rare diseases impact a population literally larger than the entire United States. It's a massive, absolute crisis of a health challenge, and it's affecting families in every single corner of the globe.
Section 1. The rare disease problem. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is seeing exactly where the core issue lies. It isn't just that these diseases exist, it's the sheer mind-boggling variety of them. Across that huge population of 400 million people, medical science currently recognizes more than 7,000 different types of rare conditions. But look at that massive 80% slice right there. 80% of all rare diseases have a genetic cause. They're quite literally written right into the code of the patient's DNA. And this perfectly illustrates why the human genome is the absolute ultimate battleground for solving these mysteries. Because, well, if we can't read the DNA accurately, we just can't figure out what's causing the disease.
And when we can't figure it out, patients are forced into what doctors call the diagnostic odyssey. And if you've never had to experience this, it is a grueling, exhausting reality. Because these conditions are so complex, patients don't just walk into a clinic and get an answer that day. Nope. They bounce from specialist to specialist. They undergo just countless tests over years, and they constantly deal with misdiagnoses and this agonizing uncertainty. The human toll of just waiting and waiting for an answer, it's absolutely devastating for both the patients and their families.
So getting off that diagnostic odyssey and finally having a name for the condition, it transforms a patient's entire trajectory. Having a concrete diagnosis matters immensely. It clarifies the prognosis so they actually know what to expect. It connects them with communities of other people facing the exact same struggles, which completely shatters that feeling of total isolation. And, crucially, it informs really deep personal family planning decisions. A diagnosis isn't just some medical code on a chart, It's clarity, it's community, it's a path forward.
Section 2. The jigsaw puzzle analogy.
And this brilliantly illustrates the mechanical difference between how we used to test DNA and this amazing new breakthrough. Think of a jigsaw puzzle. The current standard, which is called short-read sequencing, cuts DNA up into incredibly tiny puzzle pieces. We're talking just about 300 base pairs long. Imagine trying to put together a huge puzzle of a completely clear blue sky using thousands of minuscule, identical-looking pieces. It's ridiculously hard to figure out where anything goes. But the new standard, long-read sequencing, changes the game entirely. It reads DNA segments up to 20,000 base pairs long. That is over a 66-fold increase in the size of the puzzle piece. When you're working with massive pieces like that, assembling the complete picture of a patient's genome isn't just easier, it's exponentially more accurate.
Section 3. Replacing the old standard.
Because of those massive puzzle pieces, this new long-read tech isn't just some cool laboratory experiment. No way. It is actively proving its superiority out in the real world right now. Just published yesterday, June 13th, in the highly prestigious New England Journal of Medicine, researchers from the Radboud University Medical Center shared some fresh, definitive data. They evaluated about 1,000 patients, and out of 832 patients specifically battling a rare genetic disease, the long-read method gave a conclusive diagnosis to 160 of them. That is a 19.2% success rate, completely blowing conventional short-read methods out of the water. The impact of this data is profound. Professor Lisinka Vissers lays it out perfectly. We showed that the new test yields 3% more diagnoses. It can also replace 15 other tests. We recommend using this test worldwide as the first choice. I mean, just let those words sink in for a second. That is a hard recommendation for a completely new global standard.
So the crucial point is that number right there, 15.
We aren't just talking about a test that's, slightly more accurate. We are talking about unbelievable, life-changing efficiency. Instead of forcing a patient to run a grueling gauntlet of up to 15 different specialized medical tests, costing them time, a fortune in medical bills, and so much emotional energy, doctors can just use this single diagnostic tool. One unified test completely replacing 15. It's incredible.
Section 4, the epigenetic bonus concept. Now, the benefits of those massive puzzle pieces don't actually stop at just reading the letters of the DNA itself. There's this fascinating secondary benefit that researchers are calling the epigenetic bonus. To get why this is such a huge deal, we need to know what epigenetic modifications actually are. Think of your DNA as the core instruction manual for your body, right? Well, epigenetic modifications are like chemical marks attached to the outside of that manual. They act like microscopic switches, telling the body whether to turn certain genes on or off. And sometimes the DNA sequence itself is totally fine, but these chemical marks get flipped wrong, and that alone can cause a rare disorder. Historically, reading those little modifications was just a massive headache. But as Professor Christian Gillison explains, with current diagnostics, this requires additional specialized tests. But with a long reads, we capture these modifications as a bonus, 2 in 1. That is so incredibly powerful. Doctors are getting vital, super complex epigenetic data essentially for free, all without making the patient go through yet another stressful procedure. Section 5. The future of diagnoses. To see where all of this incredible momentum takes us next, we really have to recognize the foundation it's all built upon. Earlier work by this exact same team, published back in January 2025, produced an absolutely staggering metric. They proved that long-read sequencing could identify 93% of challenging pathogenic variants that were completely hidden, like entirely invisible, to conventional short-read techniques. 93%. It's literally like turning on the floodlights in a room that was pitch black. Let's move to and see how this builds directly into an ever-expanding database of human knowledge. Professor Alexander Hoyschen sums up the vision perfectly. Thanks to long reads, we obtain an even more complete view of DNA and can detect complex and hard-to-find abnormalities. We then link these to specific conditions. In this way, our knowledge grows and we can make more diagnoses. It is this beautiful, compounding loop of discovery. Every time they use this tool, they map an abnormality. That abnormality goes into the global knowledge base, which then directly fuels the very next successful diagnosis for a totally different patient down the line. We are literally watching the end of the diagnostic odyssey for thousands of people, all because we finally learned how to look at the DNA puzzle with using bigger pieces. Which leaves us with this final, thrilling question to ponder. If bigger puzzle pieces reveal 93% of hidden genetic variants today, what mysteries of human DNA will we solve tomorrow? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for this explainer. Keep learning, keep asking those big questions, and I'll see you next time.